coming running. Come on. Yeah, here's the police coming running down. I just want to tell you the condition. Well, I only want to explain to you what. Are you going to get any information? Of course. I was speaking to one man here.
Speak upstairs. I'll tell you one more time. Speak upstairs. Let's go. Come on.
And there's one young man I was speaking to. I just want to address the concern. I was speaking to one young man and he told me I cannot speak to the young man. Have I broken any law?
Step outside. When they don't want you in here because you're trespassing. When they tell you you gotta leave, you gotta leave.
Well, I was speaking to one. This man told me I cannot speak to someone.
Are you gonna follow my instructions? Come upstairs.
Well, I just want to ask you. There was a young man here. I just want you to get the information and intelligence. I was speaking to him and he came and disturbed. And
you're being disturbing.
there was one young man that I was speaking to and he came and violated that right.
Let's go upstairs.
I'm only asking you one question. Can I speak to the young man that I was speaking to? Why? He was speaking to me.
He doesn't want to speak to you.
Now, what have you done to me as far as breaking that conversation?
If I have to put my hands on you, you understand what I'm saying? It's gonna be a different situation.
Well,
you
as
need to
far
work out on your own.
there was one man here. I just want you to get some information from him concerning that I have done nothing wrong here today.
3.
I'm asking you one conversation. That there was one young man here that I would like you to gather the information from. I was speaking to him.
Walk upstairs.
All right?
Go upstairs.
I will come back here and I will hope.
You're not gonna come back.
I hope you gather that. I hope you gather that intelligence.
Listen to what I'm telling you. If you come back in here and they don't want you in here, it's gonna trespass. Okay?
Well, I haven't trespassed here.
Right now they're letting you leave.
He told me I cannot speak to a young
You're
man.
being a nuisance. They don't want you in here.
What is a nuisance? Did you get the intelligence to make those decisions?
That's what you said. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you have said those things. Are you contradicting yourself?
No, I'm not.
Well, do you need to go to the hospital because you said you used the word a nuisance?
What you need to do is step outside of the store.
What is a
That's
nuisance?
what you're gonna
Explain to me what is a nuisance then. That is what you're
do.
being.
Google it. Step outside.
That is what you're doing. You're being a nuisance. I have a civil conversation with you.
Step up.
I have a civil conversation with you concerning, I was speaking to a young man. And you have disrespected me on camera.
Turn around and walk out the door.
And you have opened the door for me.
You open the door.
I will not open. You will open. You came for me, right?
All right. So
You
what
can
I'm
open the
gonna
door for me.
Put your camera down.
Okay.
All right. And step outside the door.
Okay, thank you, officer. I'm happy you opened the door for me. So I asked him to open the door for me respectable. Are you going to gather the intelligence now?
Listen, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Why are you
First explaining what nuisance is.
Why are you screaming at Google it? Why are you screaming at? We have a phone, right? So you got.
No, you use it.
Google it. Why
You
are
use it.
screaming in public?
You use it. I'm recording you.
That's fine. You're being recorded too.
Because
We record everybody.
you know what the nuisance is?
What's going on right now? Why are you acting like this?
You have just broken my civil rights.
How?
Explain to me what the nuisance is. Then I will tell you how.
No, there's no conversation to be had. Don't step back inside.
Well, you do not act like a nuisance, you punk. You do not act like a nuisance, you punk.
Okay.
You call me
You
nuisance.
could use your words all you want.
So what is a nuisance?
It's when you're being annoying, as what you were doing downstairs, what you're doing right now.
Well, what you have been is being annoying to me. Did you gather any intelligence as far as being a nuisance?
Camera makes you very powerful. You feel very powerful with your camera.
Why?
All I want to tell you is that don't step back inside.
Why do I feel powerful with the camera?
I don't know. You have it up in my
You're
face.
making sense now.
Yeah.
Because I can give credibility to credibility to your nuisance.
You understand what I'm saying, right? Don't step back inside.
You have a baton, would you like to put it up my ass, you little punk? I call you a punk, it is no different from a nuisance.
Don't follow me.
I go down to the train station there.
Don't follow me.
Look at your butt. Look at your butt. A little, a douche house. You have followed me there. You got no intelligence. Am I disrespecting you? I call you a punk. You call me a nuisance. And you have been a nuisance. Only respectably, you asked me why I have the camera open to record nuisance like you. So you have learned how to provide constitution, officer?
You gotta take off, brother. Don't make a mistake.
Do you need to go to the hospital? You have acting like a nuisance. So only respectfully I teach the officer how to behave. I put him on social media. So I will see if the young man will come outside, see if I can have a civil conversation with him. I'll wait here for a little bit. These are the men who was in Guitar Center, only to keep them in context. So I think these are undercover from the way they dress, officers here, but only douche. Well, the young man from Indianapolis is there with his grandmother again. I have spoken to him yesterday. So I will see if I can speak to him again today. They have approached me here in Guitar Center. And as far as the young man that was in there, I was seeing if they were going to be approachable. So I will see the conditions that will occur if I can speak to them civilly outside. Well, I'm happy he came in, but since the activities that were occurring with just with the nuisance officer that came down there, he wandered away with his grandmother. So they have he had approached me yesterday concerning telling me he plays the bass. It pleases me that the young man is here, and that was just being civil and social skills. He's all the way from Indiana, Indianapolis. So where he behaved much civil in Guitar Center yesterday. So I want to have a conversation with him. So I will just wait here, for a little bit right here in front of Guitar Center, see if I can have a conversation with him. And so I will wander across, I will wait across the street over there. I'll see if when they come out, if I can have a conversation with him, because he's very civil, he's from Indiana. Now, Guitar Center, they have a school day of learning. And I was expressing to him, he was making a whole lot of noise. And just to honor the integrity of good social skills, I was expressing that I had met a guy from Indiana, Indianapolis, that plays the bass. And well, one of the guys that works for Guitar Center asked me that I cannot speak to the guy. I was having a conversation with the guy. And I said, well, I will have a conversation with you. And well, he started what is called just emotional abuse. Because we were having a civil conversation. So I will see, just to honor the integrity, the young man is here. I will ask him first, though, because he's a respectable person, just to honor the integrity of the conversation. He was here with his grandmother. So I picked up one of the guitar. They have it through channeling. I have a diploma in electronic music technology. So I took off the guitar from manual, and I just picked up the channeling through well, because it has channeling through the guitar I was playing, and I pointed out all of them. I said, that is Bloomberg over there, because the man looked like Bloomberg. I said, that is little Arturo, the guy who was playing the guitar. But his guitar, because of the amp, I had turned on the channeling, and it created a big vibratory squeak because he's playing very loud. And I put on mine on gain, and because of the channeling, all the knobs, it has 4 knobs on the guitar. I had to turn them off, and I figured it out. So I put it on manual, and it came out, and that was where the squeaking was coming from. So I said, okay. I pointed out all the channeling, because the amp has 4 channels. So only I want to speak to the guy from Indiana, and well, only to express to him I have a diploma in electronic music technology. So the activities of nuisance is what they have teaching the guy. As far as the 17 children that was murdered in Florida, the guy, I do not like to be traditional. Criminal activities, terrorism is terrorism. It has no address. Well, the guy was there of a prostituted mind. So I went and speak to him civilly, because he's a younger guy. And well, it has come out through the amp, because I have a degree. My keyboard was a Yamaha, and I pretty much know of channeling. My software was Cakewalk. More of wireless technology. I'm talking about 1996-97. That is when I did that course in electronic music technology. I have a diploma. Well, I do not want some rain is coming down, so I will just honor the integrity. I will make this video on social media just to express what have occurred here today. So I will save this recording today.